Reese this conehead zombie, okay. That was this thing called being stupid. Are there any cool new items in the Plants vs. Zombies gardenless shop? The Top Hat Clan. Oh, give me the Top Hat Clan. Thank you, Plants vs. Zombies gardenless. I will be taking my Top Hat Clan into the Wild West, baby. Thank you, Crazy Dave. Let me get a good look at my Top Hat Clan. Oh, this is where Plants vs. Zombies 2 is getting fancy now. So I can't help but notice that there is a... Okay. This wind sound effect is so loud. How did they record this sound effect? They must have just had somebody outside recording wind for Plants vs. Zombies 2. Well, that's a cool little detail. Give me some of the Top Hat Clan, though. Oh, here we go, baby. Here we explode. Oh, they got Texas. Basic zombie in the Wild West supports Texas. Okay, basic zombie from the Wild West. Hello, split pea shooter. So that probably means that this is being located inside of Texas. That explains this brand new zombie. These damn Texas people trying to strap on dynamite onto their body. It kind of sucks having these train tracks in the middle of the road, though I suppose it makes sense because we are inside of Texas now. I'm gonna make whoever comes on lane number 5 have a horrible existence. Oh, perfecto timing, okay. This basic zombie lane number 5 is going to have a miserable experience, and I am all for it. I'm gonna give him another one. I'm just gonna make sure he regrets coming into work today. Hello, new fella. He drags his feet on the floor, and I would only assume that is the sound effect of his dynamite. And I would only assume that he has a great vertical leap. Oh, relax and handled. He murdered one of my ladies, so that's too bad. I have at least 14 ladies on my field. And I'm pretty sure that Texian with explosive has 0 ladies. Split peas shoot peas forward and backwards. Thank you, Jesus. So in order to counter this Texian, I should probably just be using a bunch of split pea shooting. They're spawning a lot of buckethead zombies. Here we go. I'll hit him one of these, just to make sure that he does not fly with his great vertical leap. I would only assume that if I'm using this thing called common sense... Hello, Texas flag zombie. If I'm using this thing called common sense, I would imagine that there is no miners in this game, since they wouldn't have this explosive fella alongside the miner in the exact same video game. Why are there 16 buckethead zombies? You've unlocked a costume for the Colonel post. I mean, yeah, kind of represents him. Oh, Piano Man. How are they introducing 2 brand new men in back-to-back levels? I feel like they're not giving me any time to really observe these brand new men. I'm not bringing in Clown Colonel Pult. What if I do a professional... Hold on. Green basic zombie. Potato mine. Spring bean, so he bounces back into the potato mine. I think that worked a lot better inside of my head. This seems like a horrible strategy. Oh, that's not a horrible strategy. Mike Tyson has incredible arms. Hello, piano zombie. I like your bowler hat, dude. He turns zombies into chickens. The chickens move. Okay. I'm not sure this is a piano zombie then. This kind of just looks like the chicken man. Oh, he's doomed. If he turns basic zombies into hordes of chickens, then I'm not sure he should be known as the piano zombie. Hello, chicken man. Could you be Spring Bean? He could be Spring Beaned. Could you be Relax and Handle? I'll relax, I'll handle it. I don't think that was who I was going for. Ooh, explosives. A nuclear device. Tactical nuclear device. My uncle Milo used to have one of these. He called it a boom box. Actually, that's close enough. The big bad butt. Okay. Seems like they got butts inside of Plants vs. Zombies too now. And they got explosives to reveal the big bad butt. Survive the zombie attack. Oh no. Okay, so if basic zombies on lane number 2, I'm just gonna slam pea shooter onto lane number 2. This is impossible. You can't have more than one pea shooter. And nuts. Huh. Yeah. So let me just do one of these. Oh, yep, okay. So if you, a breaking news in the Plants vs. Zombies Wild West world. If you put a plant on top of the train tracks, you could hold down and then you can move them anywhere you want to. So basic zombie could just be chilling up here, and then I can just move 2 pea shooters onto his lane, and he's never gonna know what hit him. This is a very nice mini game. It really uses your brain, since you have to move a plant every time a brand new man comes onto a lane. Oh, this buckethead zombie's getting wailed. Oh, Wild West might just be the easiest world of Plants vs. Zombies 2. A Garden Warfare 2. I've played that game. Chili bean. Men that eat it are defeated and release gas. Okay. Could make a man eat it and they have gas. These are... they have a new man like every single level inside of Plants vs. Zombies 2 Wild West. There has not been one level where there has not been a brand new character. So I can hit him with one of these, hit him with one of those, and now I got a potato mine. Oh, basic zombie lane 1. Have you heard of the Top Hat Clan? Because he is the bold action man. But what if I just get 42 bajillion coconut cannons here? Since in reality, any man that comes will instantly die. Hey, basic zombie. This coconut cannon fella would be really good at bowling. That's a strike right there, baby. Student of men, are you prepared for the Top Hat Clan? A Texas basic zombie. Take your load back home, homie. Hey, lane 4. I get packing. Hey, Conehead zombie. Dead zombie. Dude, how do you counter this? Oh, I still haven't used the that it's not English. The chili bean who makes zombies have gas. Ooh. Very interesting Plants vs. Zombies 2 design choice right there. That they're capturing having gas. But I'm not quite sure why these zombies are gassy. Since there had to have been somebody at the Plants vs. Zombies 2 table who went, alright guys, we need a brand new plant. So what if we had a plant that when a zombie eats it, they release an immense amount of gas, while having the zombie behind it sniff all of that gas. Now I'm no game designer though. That must have been a really awkward conversation at the Plants vs. Zombies 2 table. It's high noon. Thank you, Cassidy Overwatch. Quench your defense and defeat these zombies. Oh, Cassidy Overwatch. Do you know what I'm capable of? I don't think they quite know what I'm capable of doing. I have repeater costumes. Okay. I forgot to explain this, though. It was midnight and I checked my PVZ gardenless shop and I saw this really cool repeater costume in the shop. So with that in mind, I'll just showcase a video. Here's a video of me purchasing this costume. Okay, it's currently 12 a.m. right now, but there's a really cool costume in the shop. As you can see, it's 12 a.m. but they got the coolest pea shooter costume that's about to leave the store, so I have to have it. They also got the repeater. I'm gonna buy one of these as well, and I had to buy it now, otherwise the shop resets. So it was either I did this now or never. So I think this was worth staying up until 12 a.m. What's that noise? Is that you? You have the world's loudest sound effect I've ever heard on Plants vs. Zombies 2. I think that's a little bit glitched. They keep switching lanes. Alright, I think I need a new strategy apart from the repeater army. Two wave of men, never mind. I do not need a new army. All I did was plant down 10 repeaters. How the hell did I win this level? And who is this? Gotta see this new repeater. Oh, let me get rid of my Relax I'll Handle It costume. I think he looks better with nudity. Why are these cowboy zombies so loud? Here we go. Brand new pea shooter. Pea pod can be planted in the same space for up to... I couldn't read that. I was trying to get this fella down here. Okay. Walnut, sunflower, Overwatch, pea pod, repeater. I'm seeing the design choice on pea pod. Now I have triple pea shooter. What if I give you Overwatch? I think that was a little bit overkill. This zombie is kind of like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Yes, since in Back to the Future 2, Marty McFly was about to Marty McDie. Hold on, Heatwave and Man. Marty McFly was about to Marty McDie, and then all of a sudden he pulled out this metallic device and then he was safe. This is a Back to the Future 2 reference, and I'm only now just noticing on Plants vs. Zombies 2. Oh, I can't believe that they're referencing Back to the Future 2 on Plants vs. Zombies 2. Excuse my exclamation marks. Marty is very annoying though. I wish I had a magnet shroom so I can yoink off a Buckethead zombie's bucket and Marty's little shield of destruction. Since they're only showing metallic things, but I have no where is magnet shroom? This is getting fishy. How do you show all these metallic men and then not give me magnet shroom? What does this Plants vs. Zombies 2 game think they're up to? Zombie DK. Hello, Zombie DK. A quick neighbor. Play dumb. Is that a new game? Delicious brain meat. human fingers. Reward of 500 US dollars. Oh, no. Whoever made this Plants vs. Zombies 2 boss level, whoever made this Plants vs. Zombies 2 game is not catching on that we're in Texas. Edgar, do you know that we're in Texas? Greetings, Plant Rustler. I am Edgar. I now have agents. I am now gone. Seems like this is another charity level, where they give you things on the escalator to use. That is such a loud farting sound effect. How did they get this farting sound effect in Plants vs. Zombies 2? Who has willingly recorded themselves farting? And more importantly, how do I sign up? Yeah, no, that farting sound effect is too high quality. That for sure has to be a human being doing that one. This has to be like a super duper fart. No, it was not a super duper fart. It was instead a farting duplication glitch on Plants vs. Zombies 2. Who could have expected the farting duplication glitch? Because I know I didn't. Yeehaw. The Rodeo Gargantuar from Plants vs. Zombies Heroes is here. Let me kill Mr. Chicken first. I'm not too fond of his chickenness, as I can overwatch this child, and the Rodeo Gargantuar has an outstanding sound effect for when he smashes his hammer. Could the chicken man fart? Okay, never mind. He's already dead. I like the idea of a pea shooter, though, who shoots 5 peas. Oh, Rodeo Gargantuar. He's being shot by 20 peas at a time. How long is the Rodeo Gargantuar? The Rodeo Gargantuar just murdered his child. Hasta la vista, arrivederci, Rodeo Gargantuar. Rodeo Gargantuar number 2. Do you like farting? That is a no. These plants are mine. Oh, not mine, yours. They're for the mine carts. Ooh, winter melon, yes. Oh, you need more sun to plant that. I know, God, I'm not 6. One more. Here we go, baby. Winter melon does heavy damage and slows down groups of men. Thank you, Jesus. Goodbye, basic zombie. I think I have now just unlocked the greatest plant inside of Plants vs. Zombies garden list. What if I had number 2? Like, just what if I had 2 winter melons on not even the first wave of Plants vs. Zombies 2? Like, what do you do against this? Why does winter melon recharge at Mach 17? I have triple winter melons. Overwatch. Winter melon Overwatch. Do I even want to see winter melon Overwatch? I don't think I want to even use that yet. Huge of a man. I have 5 winter melons. Counting 5. Are you sure you want to come? Winter melon Overwatch. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what if I just do this not once, but 2 winter melon Overwatches? Everybody is dead. How are there still men coming? Who knowing you, Marty McFly? Although unfortunately, you are Marty McDie. Hello, brand new plant. Oh. It's a chicken. They have chickens. They have chickens in Plants vs. Zombies. In Plants vs. Zombies. In Plants vs. Zombies 2. I've already called this guy Chicken Man, though. So what the hell am I supposed to do now? I was very distracted on the chicken zombie. I didn't even see the brand new plant. Lightning Reed shoots lightning at the nearest zombie up to 1 lane away, and I did not read any more of that. Honey? I need that frozen. I'm not ready to see him yet, since I'm still dealing with these buckethead zombies. Hello, chickens. Goodbye, chickens. Let me see this. Yeah, okay, so these chickens just evaporate if any single thing touches them. I feel like I have 19 lightning reeds, yet nobody is killing Buckethead Zombie. What is the damage of lightning reed, since it has to be like a solid 6? Oh, the Overwatch. Oh, it's the final wave. Overwatch. It spawns a lightning cloud. Could I have another lightning cloud? Thank you, lightning reed. Could I have a cherry bomb? Thank you, cherry bomb. How about another lightning cloud? Just in case. I don't think that Buckethead zombie is coming back into Texas. Spend no more than 500 sun. And they're only sending in Conehead zombies. Okay, hold on. If I don't want to spend 500 sun, then potato mine, iceberg lettuce, the farting machine, relax, I'll handle it, walnut, spikeweed, and cherry bomb. Since I don't need an attacker, I don't even need a lady. I don't need any ladies right now. I just need a flock of men. So what if I just give you 19 iceberg lettuces? Like, what if you just can never move for the remainder of your life? You can have number 2 now, homie. And now you have a friend, but what if I just place down nothing as well? Since I feel like I'm trying to be tricked into planning something down. And it's probably gonna work. Ooh, Overwatch. Okay. A relaxing handle. I have $300 now. I could get a walnut with a scarf. You can have that lawnmower. What if they just take every single lawnmower? I'll just let them take every single lawnmower except 5 and 1. Since then I could cherry bomb on the last wave, so I think that's a good idea. Does this work? I wonder if this works. Or is he eating it quicker? I don't think that was a good idea. I might have already lost. 100 sun. What if I do spend more? 0 left. Is that so? How about Mike Tyson? Oh, Mike Tyson's only 150. I can get 2 Tysons onto the mine carts. Oh, hold on. Here's Mike number 1. With his impeccable range, murders basic zombies, so anytime there's a basic zombie now, a Mike Tyson will just be punching him in his face. And when there's a Conehead zombie, I could no iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce Conehead zombie lane number 1. Let this Conehead zombie walk a little further, then I can get Mike Tyson to punch his behind. Then I can get this Tyson over here, a mic number 2, just for the insurance, and I'm pretty sure I've won at this level now. Ooh, he killed Mike. He killed Mike. Mike Tyson is now dead. Okay, that is not what I wanted. Oh no, I have to use walnut. Okay, no more sun I could spend. I just lost lane number 1, losing lane number 2 as I'm speaking this sentence. So I really need this huge wave of men. Come on, baby. Huge wave of men. 0 money. Cannot spend anything else except iceberg lettuce. Who am I dealing with? A Texas zombie. I have a single lawnmower. I lose. Repeater Top Hat Clan. How about this? Repeater back here, and then Snapdragon could weaken everybody up, and the repeater could shoot everybody. I feel like this is smarter. Snapdragon's still alive. Freeze this Conehead zombie. Okay, that was this thing called being stupid. Now I can freeze this Conehead zombie, and this Snapdragon could start working on these triple cone head zombies. Oh, have I already lost a lawnmower? I might have already lost a lawnmower, unless I use an Overwatch, though I don't want to... Overwatch, I'll handle it! Kill the basic zombie. I move the Snapdragon. No Iceberg Lettuce here. I don't think I need Iceberg Lettuce on this basic zombie. Yeah, no, he's okay. And I have to move quickly. Thank God I can do that. But do I just let them take these lanes? Yeah. I'll let them take 1, 2, and 3. I can't afford risking my repeater in the arm of battle. Peter Man, perfect. Fantastico. Fantastico. I now win. I win. Now all I have to do is just Overwatch here, and then I win. See you later. Okay. Now take these lawnmowers, and I'm going home. Get out of my damn face.